back, folks. It's nice to have you back with us. Yeah, we said earlier on that it's the business end. I don't know if it's the business end, but it is business now. Faisal Felton joins us in studio. Before we go to the False Bay SK Walmers second half, Faisal, nice to have you back.
Thank you, JP. Good to be back.
So this is it? This is what you've been waiting for? For the score sevens, that's the big thing.
No, I think, it's been a very stressful week. I think coming up and that, I think the excitement and that, everybody looking forward to getting out to City Park. So I think behind the scenes from our side, a lot of planning and arrangements and stuff and that. So I think the one thing is this year we're looking to make it big and better as well. So, yeah.
So, the fixtures are out. We'll look at those fixtures in a second. Before we go there, in fact, folks, let's go there now. We'll take a look. Jerome and I were talking about the second half, False Bay against SK Walmers, and then we'll take a look at the City Park fixtures now that we've got Faisal Felton with us. right, folks. Faisal Felton, Jerome Parvater. Final result there was, of course, SK Walmers 13-10 over False Bay. So it was a win for SK Walmers. But, I mean, Jerome, the thing that I have to just identify there is I don't think I've ever seen a game go to 100 minutes. The clock was running out of space.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a long time though. So if you put your, for example, if you like Rassi with the bomb squad and you put all your players on after halftime, I don't know how you're gonna last. So this is for that player should have been very tired after this game.
Well, just explain to us, Faisal, what happened there. Why are we seeing? I mean, many people watching the show tonight, and they're new to rugby.
Yeah.
A rugby game is 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Why are we there on 100 minutes?
No, I think also just latching what Jerome said. I mean, the moment that final whistle went there with scores were equal, I immediately got a call to inquire about the reserves and the extras and stuff and that. I think it's just more confirmation than that.
No, but hang on, guys. I've got to pause you. Let me just get clarity on this. The fact is that on 80 minutes, they were even.
Even,
okay.
And then basically the rule said an extra 10 minutes aside.
Okay.
So basically they played an extra 10 minutes, and if the score was still equal,
okay,
then you go to the most tries scored.
All right, okay. So this is what you call extra time.
Correct, yeah.
And is that the standard time frames? Is 10 minutes and 10 minutes per half?
10 minutes and 10 minutes per half, and that's done. That's based on our, the rules in terms of what the teams have confirmed on. Yeah.
So Jerome, then the question comes for me is, if you're prepared to play 80 minutes, you've trained your whole season 80 minutes. You've worked on 80 minutes worth of drills and 80 minutes worth of moves. All of a sudden, you've got to find another 20 minutes in the tank.
Yeah, look, I think nowadays you have to prepare your team for 90 minutes, even if it's no extra time, because sometimes there's like the last kickoff there's a few seconds on the clock, so you have to take the kickoff, and then a team play. And then there's another mistake, the ref give a penalty again, then they play, so it can easily get to 90 minutes. So I think nowadays coaches have to prepare their team for 90, 85 minutes.
So Faisal, I'm wondering the other question. Do you think the referee trained for 100 minutes? Because
no, it's not. I think like Jerome says, everyone's watching that time, everyone's thinking, but you've got to anticipate obviously that extra time. You always rather train for more. And, hope and pray, and then, it's always less than
that. I mean, the referee maybe didn't think, also he's thinking, I'm going to add another 20 minutes onto my normal training time here.
No, definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's quickly take a look then, folks, at some of the other results, and then we're still going to take a look at the Hammies and UCT. But, yes, False Bay, then, of course, they went down to SK Walmers. It was a win for Hamilton's 41-17. We'll look at that game in a second. Franschhoek 37-34 over Collegians. Bellahar 34-28 over Goodwood. And then in Super League C, Gardens, Peniel Village was a draw. Villagers drops out. Violets goes through. That was after their win against Rangers. We'll be back after the break when we take a look at the Hamilton's UCT game. Don't go away, back in a moment.